So I spoke about King of the Ring in my first video on this account, and I've since found out who all 8 superstars are. We've seen the 4 guys qualify for Raw, and now I'm gonna spoilers now. I've read the SmackDown results, and I know the 4 guys that qualified from SmackDown. I wasn't terribly surprised. I was a little surprised by one of them. But yeah, spoilers coming up. The 4 guys that have qualified from SmackDown: Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, Alberto Del Rio, and Kofi Kingston. Ray lost in the main event to Cody Rhodes because Del Rio screwed him, which I'm gonna assume means that Del Rio probably isn't going to win the tournament, which is a shame because they're gonna just drag this feud on and on and on. Hopefully, the TLC match will be the complete blow off to the feud if they have a match at TLC, which isn't even a cert. I just hope they don't drag this on into 2011 because these guys could both do so much more. I've liked the feud, and I'm Del Rio's little Survivor Series promo, because I didn't buy Del Rio. I don't know. I like the guy. I like the idea of. I didn't like the well. I don't even know. Del Rio wasn't over with me. I don't know what it was, but Del Rio just wasn't over with me. After the little promo he had with Survivor Series and his team, I buy him. That's that promo before the. I don't know what match came before. Might have been before their Survivor Series match, but they had Swagger and they had Cody Rhodes talking. Then they had Del Rio come along with McIntyre and Tyler Rex. And I just thought, just listening to him, he's brilliant. He's got charisma. He's got so much charisma. He really does. And I think Del Rio should win. I don't know how the bracket's coming out. I looked on Wikipedia and it's probably wrong, but Zeke is supposed to face Sheamus and Daniel Bryan versus Miz, but I doubt that'll happen. But hopefully the Raw guys, I'd like to say the Raw guys face off, have a winner from Raw, have the SmackDown guys face off, have a winner from SmackDown. So we have SmackDown versus Raw in the main event. The match I would like to see, in the main event of the whole thing would be. I don't want to see I want to see Sheamus win. I don't want to see Sheamus win. That's the thing. But chances are high that he will. Hopefully he doesn't. If he's facing Zeke, then he'll win. He'll win the semi-final match. He'll win his quarter-final match at least, and then he'll face Morrison or Daniel Bryan in the semis. And I just can't see Bryan going over him, so I'd have to hope John Morrison would win that. But I can't see John Morrison going over him after the Survivor Series match. So, unfortunately, I think that means Sheamus is at least going to be in the final. Which is, again, another thing that makes me think Del Rio won't win. Which makes me think that because there's only one face that's qualified from SmackDown. 3 faces got through from Raw: Zeke, Daniel Bryan, and John Morrison. 3 faces, 3, and there were 3 heels to come through from SmackDown. I think it should have been 2 either end. Daniel Bryan and John Morrison should have gone through. I wouldn't have booked it the way it was. I would have booked Ted DiBiase to qualify. Ted DiBiase could have faced Zeke and cheated to win or whatever. I would have had Riley face Daniel Bryan because I think that would have been quite interesting. That would have had another little added dimension to that. Say Daniel Bryan takes Miz's spot and Miz wins the WWE Championship. I think that would have been something that would have opened up a possible Daniel Bryan versus the Miz feud for the title. Which, if they keep if they do keep the title on Miz going into the Royal Rumble, I would like to see Daniel Bryan get a shot at least. And I think if they were going one-on-one, they could have a very, very good title match at the Royal Rumble. But WWE probably won't do that. Although that is something I would like to see. Daniel Bryan versus Miz for the world title. The WWE title. I keep saying the world title. It's not the world title. It's not the world heavyweight title. The world heavyweight title is on SmackDown. Kane's world heavyweight champion. WWE champion is Miz. But if I'm picking a winner, I wanted to go with Del Rio. Of the 4 SmackDown guys, I can't see Kofi winning it because it doesn't sort of fit. I could see McIntyre winning it because he's Vince's bitch or whatever. Cody Rhodes, I think it would suit his gimmick to the ground if he won. And Del Rio, I'd love to see Del Rio win, but I don't think he will now. On SmackDown, on the Raw side of things, John Morrison, Daniel Bryan, both. I'd like to see both of them win it, but if I'm picking one of the two, I don't think Daniel Bryan needs it as much as Morrison would. Sheamus is probably. I think if I'm picking now, I'm gonna say Sheamus is gonna win it. He's gonna be King Sheamus, and then we're gonna have King Sheamus, and we're gonna have Sheamus go on from King of the Ring to face Triple H. However unfortunate that is, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see another Sheamus versus Triple H match, but that's probably what's going to happen. Hopefully not, and I really hope that if they are going to do that, that they bring Triple H back as soon as possible to get it out of the way, get him his comeback match, have him go over Sheamus, whatever, do not care. As long as it doesn't happen at WrestleMania, so those two would both be wasted in what would be another piss poor WrestleMania match. I do not care for Sheamus versus Triple H. In fact, having said this, I keep talking about WrestleMania. I think I might do my own little WrestleMania card video thing. I don't know, I might not. Probably will, now that I've mentioned it, but if I'm picking King of the Ring, I'm picking Sheamus because of the whole gimmick thing. But I hope it's not. If I'm picking who I'd like to win, I'd like to see Del Rio get it. I'd like to see Morrison get it. If Del Rio's not going to win, and Sheamus is not going to win, I want John Morrison to win. There, I'll say it. I'll say I want John Morrison to win. I don't think he will, but I would like to see him win. Will he or won't he? He probably won't. He's probably up there in the top 4. If I'm picking 4 who I think might not win it, Daniel Bryan, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, and John Morrison. Those would be the 4 I'd say. But yeah, Sheamus. I fucking hope not.